How's it going, everybody? Shaun here. Another day, another vlog. This is another update about Taste of Universal at Universal Studios Hollywood. And I must say it also incorporates Universal City Walk, so you're getting a little bit of both. Both the park and City Walk. Finally, together at last. Let's go ahead and get started. So, the first item I want to talk about is parking. If you see my previous updates from both City Walk and from Taste of Universal, parking has been free. It's been free since, I think, June or July, right? Well, that's about to change because today, March 19th, you're now going to have to pay $10 in order to park in the parking structure. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, why is that? Why are we now going to have to pay in order to park in the structures? It's been free all this time. Why can't it just be free the rest of the time, even for the event? Well, there's a lot of things happening. First off, you have the event at Universal. You also have most of City Walk open. And something else is opening. But it's not the park. It's in City Walk. And that's the Universal Cinema. That's right, guys. The Universal Cinema is back open. As you all know, if you've been following the whole color tier system with California, indoor cinemas can reopen once again. And that's what's happening with the Universal Cinema. And honestly, guys, I'm looking forward to it because it's been a few years since I've been back in a movie theater to see a movie on the big screen. I think the last time I saw a movie in the theater there at the Universal Cinema was Avengers Endgame. Like, no joke. That's how long it's been. And that was like, what, 2018? That was even before the pandemic. So I'm looking forward to it. And by the way, if you're looking for the Universal Cinema, it's right across from City Foods and is right next door to the Things from Another World shop. Now going back to parking, kind of got sidetracked there for a second, but this, again, applies to parking because for the Universal Cinema, you only have to pay $5. Now you're thinking, well, that's even better. Let's go to the cinema. Well, hang on a second, because before I get too far, let me explain. So you still have to pay the $10 parking fee. What? Okay, so let me read this to you off of the website. So if you're to go to the website, this is what it says for the event as well as for City Walk. So offer is valid only at Universal Cinema at City Walk, Hollywood. Offer is for one-time use and must be surrendered at time of redemption. To receive your $5 parking, present your general parking receipt at the Universal Cinema ticket window, which is inside the cinema. Offer cannot be combined with any other promotional offers, discounts, or prior purchases. Offer subject to change without notice. So in other words, you'll still have to pay the $10 fee. But if you want to get $5 back, you just show them your receipt and you'll be able to get your $5 back. And then you only have to pay for $5, which is actually pretty good, right? So instead of paying for 10, you only are paying for 5. So I think that's pretty reasonable as well. Even more reasonable, right? And here's another thing I forgot to mention. If you are going to Universal between 12 p.m. and 5 p.m., that's when you pay the $10 fee. However, if you arrive there after 5 p.m., it's complimentary parking. So in other words, you don't have to pay for parking. Now, you're probably saying, well, that's great. Let's do that. Well, actually, that's not a good idea if you're going to the Taste of Universal event because that only goes from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. So in other words, you still have to get into the parking structure, walk all the way to the front gate of Universal, and then through the front gate of Universal, and then you only have 2 hours to experience the event. Unless you're a speed demon, I don't know, because by that point, you only have maybe like an hour and a half to experience Taste of Universal. So if you really want to get the full experience, unfortunately, you do have to pay the $10 fee. But after 5 p.m., parking is complimentary. There you go. So that's basically all I have to say about the parking as well as stuff happening in City Walk. But now it's time to talk about something that I found very recently because I was checking out the ticket prices. There have been more days added to Taste of Universal. So my previous update, I talked about how they added 3 more days to the event. Very quickly, I'm on the website. I just want to mention that all of March is completely sold out. However, there's still some days in April. And like I stated, my last update, they had 3 new days scheduled for the event. That was on Friday through Sunday, which was the 9th through the 11th in April. Well, guess what? They have added 2 new days. They've added Thursdays. So now you have 4 days per week in April where you could go to the event. Thursday is now added to the list. And guess what? It's the exact same price as Friday's, which is $48.18. And as of right now, April 1st is available, as well as the 8th and the 9th. Those all 3 days are $48.18. For Saturday, it's still available on the 10th, which is $59.13. And last but not least, we have the 11th, which is the $53.66. And that is the end of the event as of right now. Now you can go on a Thursday for April, not for March, but for April, starting April 1st. Wow. And that's also the day when they said that theme parks can reopen on April 1st. This is no April Fool's joke, by the way. That'd be a very dirty joke, but that is awesome news. Anything that I've talked about is on the website. In fact, I'll be posting links in the description box, all the detailed information about Taste of Universal, the different restaurants that'll be open, the different shops that'll be open, as well as the website where you can get tickets. All that stuff will be in the description box below, so you can check out the event and get your tickets while they're available, because they are going fast. By the way, in case you're wondering, yes, I will be back. I was kind of questioning if I was going to do the event again, but I will be back on April 9th for the final week of Taste of Universal, which is on Friday, April 9th. I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of wondering if they'll add more to the event, because if you haven't seen my video, there's already been some things happening in the park that were cool on the first day, but I'm wondering if they'll add more when I go back. And that's the update, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up button. It is really appreciated. Be sure to check out my other videos here on YouTube, as well as my other channels, the educational series, the design video series, and the travel town series. You can find me on Instagram. The link is down below in the description of this video, as well as my P.O. Box address. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. In scene. As they say in Hollywood, I'm not in Hollywood yet. I'm at home right now at the Comic Corner editing this video. That, my friends, is a wrap. See you next time. Oh my god, it's 3:30 a.m. and I'm just now getting ready to edit this video. Oh my god. And I am tired. I hope I get this video up in time. Alright guys, have a good night, or have a good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you are out there in the world. Have fun at Universal Studios Hollywood for Taste of Universal. And I will be back on April 9th. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bye. Oh, I got a text. Gotta go.